You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Monday Night Raw is actually watchable again. Let's go. Thank the Lord. Hold on. But it's still 3 hours. It's way too damn long.
You stupid.
So we gotta fix that. But I know, I joke, I kid. But here are my socials before we get into the show. Stalling IC. Follow me, RJD_199 on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, and most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Let us get into the show. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. Thank you for joining me today on this hot-ass Tuesday, but I shall not complain. I'm going to the pool this month. That's it. I'm going to the pool. The sun has activated my trap card. I'm going to the pool. I don't care if I go by myself. I'm going to getting some chlorine, goddammit. Tired of this heat. Anyway, hopefully everybody's so good, having a good Tuesday. We got NXT tonight, NXT review tomorrow AEW Dynamite. It's a beautiful thing. RJD TV streaming. We got Goku and Gohan fight and Cell. Everything is looking beautiful today, but we came to talk about wrestling. So, Monday Night Raw review. But before any of that, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What's the Wrestling? Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You guys already know. Let us get into the show. I was a rapper in my previous life. So, Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about it. I am going to bounce around. Y'all know how I do on the Monday Night Raws. I'm going to be honest here. I watched Monday Night Raw the whole way through last night. I know.
Stop it.
I know.
Get some help.
Shocking. I know. We normally don't do that. But Monday Night Raw was good. It was a good show up until the third hour. The third hour kind of threw me for a loop, fell off a cliff. But the first 2 hours, first hour, no commercials. Second hour, we started having commercial breaks. And I started wondering, why is this flowing so good? Like, this show is flowing. Like, what's going on here? But that's because there was no commercials. And because there was no commercials, everything flowed. So already, that's what I liked about Monday Night Raw. We also have news on Sasha Banks and Naomi. Triple H is working on getting them back. Brian Alvarez said, I cannot confirm that they are coming back, but what I can say is they're working on coming back, which means Triple H is working on a deal for them to come back. Maybe you at least come back until the contracts is over and then they can renegotiate. But at the end of the day, you know, Sasha Banks and Naomi, they had contracts coming up. But at least if they could get them back for the next couple of months and then work out something after that, with Triple H running creative, the women's division is in good hands. So that's another plus. We also had a lot of wrestling on this show. A lot of Tommaso Ciampa heaviness on this show. NXT Black and Gold on this show. So Triple H already making his presence felt with the focus on wrestling, the focus on stories moving forward. We had no Austin Theory tonight. We had a major focus on the women's division because they were in a couple of big angles. And we had a major focus on the USA Championship. So Roman Reigns has the heavyweight belt and the universal belt locked up. So you have to put emphasis on these secondary titles, and I guarantee you there will be more emphasis on the IC title come Friday night. Guarantee it. And I'm going to watch SmackDown the whole way through too. So I'm telling you, Triple H knows what he's doing. Already you are starting to see the little glimpses of what he wants to do creatively, and I love it. I love it. These little changes give me hope for the future.
Give me a hell yeah.
They give me hope for the future because the little things that he's doing, putting Ciampa on Front Street, getting rid of the 24/7 bullshit, adding certain things, taking away certain things. He's making it so that this show is going to be the way he wants it to be, and it's going to be pro wrestling heavy. The only thing I had to say is that crowd last night, holy hell. Terrible. What's up with the crowd, yo? What's up, Houston? What's up with y'all? What happened?
Shots fired.
Yo, Houston sat on their hands last night, yo.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
I don't have the answers for that. But let me tell you, I'm not trying to rag on Houston, but before I talk about Houston, I think this is what happened. Hear me out. WWE has conditioned us as fans to look for a certain thing and to not really focus on the wrestling aspect of WWE. And I think Houston got a lot of pro wrestling last night, a little bit of sports entertainment, but more pro wrestling. And I don't think they knew how to react to it. I think they were like, wait, what? There's wrestling on this show? We don't have 50 promo packages. We don't have sports entertainment like that. We don't have Austin Theory running around looking corny. We don't have no disrespect to him. It's the way he was booked. It's not him, the person. I think Austin Theory is great, but it's the way he was booked that I kind of am like lost in the sauce. He could have used some more time in NXT as well, Black and Gold, but that's neither here nor there. But we don't have all of this nonsense on the show. You know what? I don't know how to react to this. They were into certain matches like AJ Styles, Ciampa. They were into that. They were into Becky. They were into Bianca Belair. They were into a bunch of things. But I just think this crowd sat on their hands, and that was unfortunate. That was very, very much unfortunate, because there's nothing better than a hot-ass crowd, especially for a show after a big show like SummerSlam. So I was kind of through for a loop. I was kind of wondering what the hell was going on here. As I take a sip of water, I was just like, why are they not doing this? I mean, I was on my couch, so I don't know. But let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw opened up with Becky Lynch. Big Time Bex came out, apologized to the fans, says she's been an asshole.
The lie detector determined
that was not a lie. That was the truth.
Stupid.
So she came out saying that, listen, I've been a jerk. I wanted to do things my way. I was in a lot of pain last night, and through that pain, I fought through it. And shout out to Bianca. She's awesome. And you know what? I'm going to give her props and her respect. She did what she had to do. I'm going to be gone, but I'll be back soon. That was the gist of her promo. So that was good. That was smooth. Then Bianca Belair came out, and Bianca Belair was basically like, listen, I am the EST of WWE. You know, the same stuff. And backstage, you had Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky beating up Becky Lynch, who has a separated shoulder. Yikes. And she's going to be out at least probably a couple of months. That's not reported. That's just my guess. There's the really bad kind of separated shoulder like Kota Ibushi got. And then there's your shoulders kind of separated, but not that bad. She's got your shoulders in the middle. So her shoulders pretty banged up. She's going to go get healthy. But they have 3 more women on the women's division in Raw. So Raw would be A-OK because Triple H is at the helm. So, good stuff. I don't know why. Hold up. I have to answer this. So if your friend is getting beat up backstage, why did you run out the ring and flip your hair on the way running to the back? That kind of made no sense.
Nope.
Like, why'd you do that? So that happened on this show. Let me tell you what else happened. Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Sky, we think they're calling themselves Control. It has not been confirmed, but shout out to them. Bianca said, listen, I want to watch. You hear me? I want to watch.
You stupid.
I want to match with one of y'all, and Io Sky answered the call. But before that, there was a match with Asuka and Alexa Bliss. And earlier in the night, Control, I'm just going to call them that for now, Control said, our presence is going to be felt. You will see it shortly. And during the Asuka and Alexa Bliss match, Control came out, attacked both women, and ended in a no contest. Bianca Belair ran down and demanded a match with one of those women later on in the night, and it ended up being Io Sky. So this whole thing, great. This whole storyline throughout the night was awesome. I like Control. I like the name Control. I think they're going to do big things. And notice as well, there was a lot of female wrestling on this show. Yes, the Alexa Bliss and Asuka match ended kind of crazy, but there was wrestling on this show from the women, and I liked it. So Bianca Belair and Io Sky had their match. This is NXT Black and Gold, baby, which is great. But unfortunately, this ended in a no contest when Bayley and Dakota Kai began to brawl. Alexa Bliss and Asuka were at the ring as well because they came down to help Bianca Belair. So you got the good guys versus the heels. Looks like a Survivor Series. Not Survivor Series. Looks like we're setting up a tag team trios match. But Alexa Bliss and Asuka came to ringside mid-match to even the odds. And the inevitable brawl ended up happening, and there was no finish here. They don't want Io to lose. She just got there. That would be stupid.
You stupid.
But they don't want Bianca Belair to lose because she's the champion and just got a big win.
You stupid.
So they just said we're going to have a no contest. But I think if Io would have won by cheating, I think it would have been okay. But they didn't want to do it. That's fine. This was good. This was a story that took place throughout the whole 3 hours. I like this. Good stuff here. What else happened on this show? We had two. I said two. I know I put up the 3, not 2. Two triple threat matches last night. We had AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, and The Miz, and we also had Ciampa, Gable, and Dolph Ziggler. The first one with AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, and The Miz was a very good match. The end came when Mustafa Ali had The Miz pinned after a 450 splash, but the way he splashed and his body flew up, and AJ caught him in the Styles Clash immediately after. That was awesome. AJ Styles wins. Now, one would think in the second triple threat match, because of the story being told, we would have Ciampa, Gable, and Ziggler, and Ciampa would get the win, when in fact he did. Phenomenal forearm was transitioned into a knee to the face, which was then transitioned. Oh no, that came later. My bad. Ciampa ended up beating Chad Gable and Dolph Ziggler to advance to fight AJ Styles. Ciampa ended up beating AJ Styles when a phenomenal forearm got reversed into a knee to the face. Then there was not the fairy tale ending, but the double knees to the back. He kicked out of that. Then he kicked out of something else. But ultimately, The Miz got involved, and AJ almost got counted out, but he dived back in. But as soon as he did, he got kneed to the face and caught the fairy tale ending after The Miz interfered. So this was also great. Like I said, Ciampa heavy show, not a bad thing. Because we had Ciampa in the beginning when The Miz was out there. We had Ciampa right here. We know Triple H's guys. We know Triple H's gals. And this is very fresh. Fresh faces. Mustafa Ali, where the hell has he been? We didn't know where the hell he was. We had no theory on this show. We had a promo by Edge. We had a promo by Lashley, which is fine. We had the Usos taking on the Mysterios at the end. And we had Edge cutting a promo vowing that he will end his creation, the Judgment Day. He was going to end his own creation because he thought that he would teach them and help them get over, but instead they shitted on him, so he's going to end them. Delete! I'm going to delete you. And he sounded pretty convincing.
Damn, son.
So we also had Ciampa, AJ Styles, very good. Ciampa beat Gable and Ziggler, very good. AJ Styles, Ali, The Miz, very good. We have Seth Rollins out there talking crap, as always, about how he hurt Riddle. And then the Street Profits came out, and the Street Profits were like, "Hey, aren't you the one who lost to Cody with one boob?" It sounded better. It sounded better than he delivered it better than it sounds. Just put it like that. But they wanted to fight, and they played up the fact that everybody keeps saying they're gonna break up. So Seth Rollins said, "Why don't you guys just break up?" And Montez and Dawkins were like, "Only way you see us break up is during something." So they're not breaking up. It's not happening. I still think they will, but it ain't happening tonight. So Montez Ford, Dawkins say rock, paper, scissors to see who fights Seth. And they said rock, paper, scissors, and Montez stole the referee and just ran down. They had themselves a very good, I think, 12-minute match. The end came when Montez hit a huge frog splash, but he got a close 2 count. They fought a little more. He went up for it a second time, but Rollins got the knees up and then hit him with the stomp, and that was all she wrote on that one. So Montez Ford, they're going to start working him in by himself because he needs to be able to put on good matches by himself. And trust me, they're going to be working on that with him. So that's cool. Like I said, Edge cut a promo, and the main event was, I think the main event was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. The Usos versus the Mysterios. And the Usos get the win after Dominic jumped back in the ring and got hit with a 1D. Judgment Day came down and attacked everybody except for the Usos after the match. But they fought him off. But unfortunately, Edge speared Dominic. So, you know, Rey Mysterio is not going to be happy about that, because Rhea Ripley pushed Dominic into, I believe it was Finn Balor, and he took the brunt of that impact. So this was your Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was a good show. I will not sit here and shit on this show. It was good. It was fresh. It had fresh faces. It was the same aesthetically. Like, there wasn't anything different with the LED lights on the stage or blah, 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 blah. But the little things that Triple H flipped around made this show extremely watchable, especially the first 2 hours. That last hour is tough to get through, but I'm not going to say it was bad. It was just tough to get through. Had we had a hot crowd that didn't sit on their hands most of the night, this would have been an even higher rated show than I'm going to give it, which is a B. So Triple H starting off very good in his first official Monday Night Raw as head of creative. So that's all I got for you guys today. Stay tuned for your socials on the screen. We got NXT tonight, NXT review tomorrow. We got more news on Sasha and Naomi, and hopefully they do return. Will we see anybody else return? Who knows? But stay tuned and look out for it. Other than that, I am out. You guys be safe. Enjoy the weather. Stay hydrated. Peace.